Hello everyone, my name is Base. I'm a YSEALI representative from Thailand. I graduated from Faculty of Law, Chulalongkorn University. Now I'm working with an NGO in the Thai-Burma border to advocate on migrant rights and refugee rights. While my interest has always been about justice system, so to understand the gaps in the justice system, I want to look through the obstacle or challenging facing by those vulnerable groups, especially women and children. But what made me want to move from Bangkok to the Thai-Burma border is to see the migrant, like the most marginalized group, how they face a lot of challenge through the justice system. And yes, I can see a lot of problems that they're facing. While I've been doing pro bono legal service for women and children, and apparently a lot of the cases coming to me is domestic violence case. I never understand why domestic violence victims don't leave, but recently it just happened to me, so I totally understand the obstacle, and I face the challenge myself because there's lack of support sometimes. But lucky enough, I have met a lot of friends who help me empower and go through the system and fight for my rights. And one of my friends say that you have all the rights to do the right thing. So I kind of become the lawyer of my own. I surround myself with empower people. So I can see that what is the most important for victims in domestic violence is the empowerment. And apparently, I think this issue is like universal issue. It's happened everywhere. But in my country, they have this, how to say, we normalize the violence. So violence has been justified by society for a long time. Hitting a child, like abusive parenting, kind of normal. So if we live in a circle of the culture of violence, so I try to find a way to change this, because if we let this happen again and again, it's not going to stop. So I see the power of the new generation. There's the new generation in Thailand starting to be more progressive. So if we have a group of youth who understand that domestic violence is everyone's issue, not just one person issue, and we can start from the community. So Chiro plan to establish the youth network in every community in Thailand and recruit, especially lawyers, law student, social worker student, or health student. So we have legal part, psychosocial, and health, and come together and understand how to understand their own community and how to empower their community and create kind of referral network to work in their community. And then another mission is to try to raise awareness, create a movement in each community. And my highest goal is to stop and end the culture of domestic violence in Thailand, which is going to take a long time. But then we can slowly empower each survivors to become an advocate, empower youth to advocate on this issue and understand that it's related to anyone. Because it's been a problem that they don't think it's relating to them because it's never happened to them, or it's fine if it's just a minor abuse. It's just, you know, it's like people don't take it seriously enough last time. And this program, we have a site visit, so I have been visit to the women's shelter, and I can see how we can slowly encourage the community and local, authority or law enforcement to work with us. What have been, in my own case, I faced the legal officer saying like, hey, why you have to report about this? It's just, you can be fine, you're gonna go back to him again. So it's kind of create an obstacle for a victim themselves to speak up. And when I start to speak up about myself, there's somebody like, don't you embarrass, like that happened to you? And that's the big a challenge for most of the victims in my country that they don't dare to speak up because embarrassment. So I try to encourage everyone to put themselves under the light and break the silence and say, it is okay to speak up, and then we can one day end this together. If one girl can empower hundreds of people in her community, I think like, what if thousands of you could do in their own community, and we can, like, new generation slowly start from their community and empower people in their community. We can create a big wave or change. And so this program, Civic Leadership, helped me trying to slowly shape the idea of how to work with the community and how to be a true leadership. And after this, I feel like to go back to my community and really work with them. Because recently I tried to conduct a workshop on, I used the domestic violence issue and say how to deal with the domestic violence, and I teach them domestic violence law. I self-funded my own workshop and trying to ask them to come, but then people in the community just don't understand and don't have strength enough to come out and join the workshop. So most of the participants is people who already relate to human rights or who work in NGO or non-profit organization. So I plan to slowly go to the community and have a small group of session and trying to understand the idea of the community themselves, because there's still some community that, okay, there's a house, husband hit the wife all the time, but you'll be fine, they come back together anyway. So it had to really work with the community, and that's what I learned from this civic engagement, this civic leadership group. To the survivors out there, you have every right to do the right thing, and it's okay to speak up and to talk about you so that you can help a lot of people. And if you are abusers, no matter what you have been through in your past, you have a choice to make. So from now on, you can start to do the right thing, and we can make a change. And for the new generation, I hope everyone can find themselves and what they're passionate about and start to work on it and create a better world together. I am 25 years old and I'm a survivor of domestic violence, and I'm going to keep advocate on this issue.